And welcome back to the Roto Slappers. We are here for a little short for you. I'm Streetz. You know who's next to me. You see him all the time on these. That's Matty. Daddy, we got a hot topic today. We are talking Deshaun Watson. Whew. Ooh, I'm not saying it's good either. It's actually been a bad roller coaster. He's hurt. He's not hurt. He's cleared. I don't know what is going on with him. What do you think, Matty?
Man, if there's ever a chance for somebody to watch a video and need clarity, this might be the one in Redraft and Dynasty. Like you said, it's a wave of emotion. 1 minute you're crying, 1 minute you got the biggest steal of the day. So I think that's important to kind of clarify here is what we're doing in Redraft and what we're doing in Dynasty. So what is the injury we're basically dealing with? Because we saw him come back from a shoulder injury. And then he leaves the game after going 1 for 5 and an interception. Yep. Do we have any clarity on the injury that he sustained?
So we're awaiting an MRI result on the shoulder. So we are waiting on that. So it is a shoulder injury. Okay. He did clear concussion protocol when he went to the blue tent. That's what confused everyone. That's what had us all sitting there like, what is going on? Because he cleared it, and then the report came out that he cleared it, and the team was like, he's good to go, but he never returned. So something with that shoulder is still up. We all made fun of him 2 weeks ago when they said he was medically cleared, but now we see that he had the deep bruise or whatever on a throwing shoulder, which you're not going to be able to throw a football. With it, PJ Walker's a better option at that point. So I wonder if that shoulder's just acting up, and we'll wait and see what happens. However, you said it. What did he do the first 3 weeks?
He produced.
Yeah. I mean, he had some 20-point weeks thrown in there as a quarterback. So obviously, if he does come back and he starts the remainder of the season, there is some upside to him. Now, I can see why you would bail and redraft for sure, because there's other options out there. There's Jared Goff's and Sam Howell's you can stream and things like that. But in Dynasty, you're buying.
Oh, absolutely. Like you mentioned, 2 out of 3 games, he was a top 12 quarterback. This guy is only 28 years old, and he is guaranteed big-time money. You look at those weapons, Elijah Moore, Amari Cooper, when healthy, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt. This isn't a bad team in Dynasty, stout defense in general. I think Watson's you always hear sell high, buy low. Now's the opportunity to buy low on Watson in Dynasty.
You could even buy low in redraft.
Yeah, even I will say this in redraft. If he is on waivers in either 2 quarterback or single QB, tuck him on your bench. He might not be valuable the next couple weeks once we hear more about the shoulder, but this is a guy that could be a league winner in the season because of that top 12 upside.
And make sure you use your IR spots. If he's out and ruled out, you could pick him up, move him to an IR spot like you should have done with Kyler Murray or have been done with Kyler Murray, and then go pick up somebody else anyways. And then when Deshaun Watson comes back and plays again, you got yourself a good streaming quarterback the rest of the season.
Absolutely. Well, then let's talk dynasty value then, because I think that's a very key part of fantasy football is what quarterbacks are you pivoting off of to acquire Deshaun Watson. Let's just keep it quarterback simple here. Bryce Young or Deshaun Watson, Streets, in Dynasty?
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young. Okay.
That's probably the cutoff. That might be the cutoff for me.
All right, let's try a couple more names because you will get those low ball offers, or so I say. Kenny Pickett or Deshaun Watson?
Deshaun Watson.
Okay.
Yep.
Jordan Love or Deshaun Watson?
Deshaun Watson.
Okay. Here's another one. Tricky. I'm going to give you 2. First one's not that tricky. Justin Fields.
I'd still say Justin Fields.
Just the youth, what we've seen him do in fantasy.
Yeah, like 40 point weeks this guy has in him, and he might go to a better situation than he's in Chicago. So after this season, he might go to a good team that's a contending team too. So yeah, I'd still take.
I like that.
JF1.
Here's one more that I think's tough for people. Dak Prescott.
Probably Dak slightly. But
because he's 30, he's not much older.
He's not
than
old.
Watson.
He ain't that old.
No.
So he's got plenty of left. There's just been some ups and downs, and he kind of been a game manager at times this year. But the floor is at least stable for Dak.
Right.
So I'd probably still take Dak.
So in Dynasty, guys, if he's available, if you can pivot off of one of the RB2s, wide receiver 2s, quarterback 2s in Dynasty to get Deshaun Watson, I think that's a safe move. Get you a player who has that QB1 upside. We've seen him be a stud in the past. And like Streetz said, like I said, he's only 28. Guy's not dead. Go out and pivot, see what you can get in redraft for Watson, see if he's on your team, maybe be looking to move him for another piece. If he's on waivers, go get him. In Dynasty, he might be a buy, just don't overpay.
Yep. I think QB 14, 15 is a good range for him for me. So